পাচ্ছি ঘরের জন্য। আমরা গরিব মানুষ, সাধারণ মানুষ, একটা ঘরের মধ্যে 4 জন লোক থাকি, তাহলে আমরা পাচ্বো না বড় লোকরা পাচ্বো? আমরা সরে যাবো না, আমাদের ঘরের কি করতেই লাগবে। কারণ আমার নতুন করে আমাদের একটাই অনুরোধ, ভিডিও হলো আমাদের বাড়ির চাপ দেখুক যে আমরা পাচ্বো কি পাচ্বো না। আদার যাদের নাম আছে তাদেরও দেখুক।
আরে সব আমাদের গ্রামের সব গরিব মহিলাগুলা হচ্ছে ঘরের লিস্টে কোনো নাম নেই, আর যেগুলো ছাদের ঘর আছে, গাড়ি আছে, জায়গা জমি আছে, তাদের নামে সব লিস্টে নাম এসছে। তার জন্য ওই গরিব মানুষ সব একত্র হয়ে এই ধর্নায় বসেছে।
ওই সব ভালো ভালো বড় বড় বাড়িতে যারা বড় বড় বাড়ি থাকে তাদের নাম হয়েছে, আর গরিবদের কেটেছে। লিস্টে যেগুলো নাম আসছে সেই নামকে ওরা কেটে দিয়েছে। কেটে দিয়ে বড় বড় 2 তলা বাড়ি, 3 তলা বাড়ি, 1 তলা বাড়ি, পাথর লাগানো বাড়ি তাদের হয়েছে।
Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. But has the government of Bengal, its functionaries, have they taken the right stand in the interest of people who don't have a makan, but for whom there is the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana? Can they hide behind whataboutery saying what's happening in this state or what's happening in that state? Or should they be accountable for what is happening in the state of Bengal? Because that's what's come to light, ladies and gentlemen. 56 lakh beneficiaries, of which currently 17 lakhs and still counting names have been deleted of those who are backdoor entries. Backdoor entries, that's what's been called about such people. At the outset, let's try and understand who actually should be a beneficiary of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. The Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana very clearly delineates the conditions or the clauses on which they will be eligibility will be decided. First up, families without a home or have 1 to 2 rooms with a kacha roof. That's the first criterion. Second criterion, any household without a literate adult above the age of 25 years of age. Also, households without an adult male between the age of 16 to 59 years of age. Also, households with disabled members without able-bodied members to help them, support them. Landless households who have only temporary employment. So these are all the eligible beneficiaries for the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Now, have a look at what is happening on ground. An in-depth deep dive investigation conducted by CNN News 18, Kamalika on ground, Anusuya lending voice to this report, shows the kind of people who have actually been allotted homes or who have made it into this list of beneficiaries. That is possible only because they have given cut money. This cut money syndrome is rampant across welfare schemes in Bengal, ladies and gentlemen, and the latest is the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Have a look at it.
In East Mednipur, we found several people who made it to the list of beneficiaries of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. But here's the twist. They currently live in big, lavish houses, but are also in the running for a scheme providing homes to the rural poor.
You can see behind me a palatial house, a very big bungalow. This is located in East Mednipur of Bengal. But this house, the owner of this house, according to the list, has also got an registration in Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Now that is the big issue before Panchayat election for both the sides.
Shubhra Santra's name was there in the list but has now been deleted.
আমার মানে শ্বশুরের 3 ছেলে, আমাকে এবারে আলাদা ভাই, এখানে বড় ভাই আর মেজো ভাই থাকে, আমাকে আলাদা করে দিয়েছে, আমাকে এই জায়গাটা দিয়েছে। এখন তারা এখানে রান্না করে খায়, আমাকেও এই জায়গাটা দিয়েছে। এবারে এই জন্য আমি করেছিলাম বাড়ি করব বলে আলাদাভাবে, এই জন্য প্রধানমন্ত্রী আবাস যোজনা একটাই করেছিলাম।
It was a similar picture at the Das residence.
In Haldia, this is another house behind me, as you can see, the house of Ratan Chandra Das, who's one of the brothers stay here. His name, what we are getting it from these sources here, local people are saying this is the original house. He has another house in somewhere else in East Mednipur, but his name was there in Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana.
আমি ঠিক জানি না, তো বলতে পারবো না। এবার জিজ্ঞেস করতে হবে আমার রতন চন্দ্র দাস, যে আমার দাদা হয়, জিজ্ঞেস করতে হবে।
এখন যা ব্যবসার অবস্থা, মানে মিষ্টি দোকান কি মানে ওই ওই পয়সাতে খাওয়ার মতো ই হবে না এখন এখন যা ব্যবসার পরিস্থিতি হ্যাঁ যদি ঘর না থাকে তার থাকার মতো জায়গা করতে হবে
Those who are eligible for the scheme say they are missing out due to politics. Protests broke out in West Mednipur and Cooch Behar after anger over alleged corruption in the beneficiary list. With Panchayat polls coming up, the issue has become the latest flashpoint between the TMC and the BJP.
We are with the people of Bengal. We are with the poorest of the poor in Bengal who deserve to be given funds to build their homes and not to people who owe their allegiance to the TMC. We are also going to challenge the matter in the court.
Thorough inspection is taking place at the Panchayat level, and as you know by now, already 17 lakhs names have been deleted. Our government is absolutely dedicated, and that's why thorough investigation is taking place.
We are standing in East Mednipur. Here, the percentage of deletion of names from Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana till now is more than 35%. This is the scene in other districts. On an average, 10 to 15% deletion is common. TMC government is trying to show that they are cleaning up the system. On the other hand, BJP will make this as an issue in Panchayat polls. But who will really get the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, that is to be seen, and in overall how much deletion takes place, that is also to be seen. This is Kamalika Sengupta with Angshuman reporting from Haldia for CNN News 18.
So it's a straightforward question, ladies and gentlemen. Is it a massive state scam in what is supposed to be a central scheme? That's the question that we are asking at this point. Let's go across to our guest this evening. Straight away dive into the debate on the Bengal PMAY scam. Priyanka Tibrewal, West Bengal BJP spokesperson with us. Riju Dutta, spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress with us. Kabir Shankar Bose, Supreme Court lawyer, is also with us. And Abhijit, Majumder, consulting editor, FirstPost. Namaste, Jai Hind, and thank you very much for joining us here on this edition of The Right Stand. Season's greetings, compliments of the season, and advance greetings for a new year. But this new year is not happy, Abhijit Majumder, for a lot of people. Now look at some of the details that I have here. Pradhan, Upapradhan, influential people, people with cars, their names are all there on the list. People who have died, their names are there on the list. 17 lakh names have been deleted out of 56 lakh so far. And Baduria Chandipur Gram Panchayat list has the name of one person who's dead already. Hriday Kumar Mandal is not, he's no more. His name is still on the list. Family member says that in 2019 he died, but his name was incorporated in 2018. वो list में अभी भी है.
Yes, Anand, the most worrying part is, in a state that is really grappling with massive debt, this, end of this financial, West Bengal's debt may reach about 6 lakh crores. It is supposed to step to reach 6 lakh crores in debt. And the economy, in a place where the economy is just not working, we are seeing scam after scam after scam. I mean, from Sarada Rose Valley to, we have seen how resources and money had been completely, the CAG had raised a red flag about Amphan relief going to the wrong people, whose houses the floodwaters didn't even touch, and there were allegations that TMC had given out relief to its own people. So in a state which is struggling with its economy, we see the central schemes being misused, and the funds siphoned off from there. And also we see that the people on the ground, the poorest of the poor, being cheated, in the SSC scam, which we say, I mean, the vulgarity, the ugliness of it, with crores of cash coming out of TMC leaders' homes and stuff like that. And now this, PM Awas Yojana, where the poorest of the poor will be denied, and Pradhan, Up-Pradhans who are the power band of the TMC. TMC seems to be creating a power overclass by allowing a certain band of people to just get away with anything. This is tragic because when CPM went and Mamata Banerjee came in, there was a lot of hope that, she would actually, take the state out of the deep hole that CPM had, the left front had dug. But it seems that it's sliding further. And Awas Yojana, stuff like this, when the poorest of the poor who actually don't have roofs over their heads, they get deprived because, your political lackeys, your political, the people heading the politics in villages, they get the cream, and the rest of people are denied. This is not a healthy sign. BMC, one understands that a political party needs money to run the show in the state, both for the state and also for itself. But then TMC should have fixed the economy of the state first, and this, because this is just every 2 months, 3 months we see some sort of a this thing breaking out. I mean,
this cut money corruption syndrome is rampant on ground. Where you want to build toilet, you give cut money. You want to do cremation, you give cut money. You want ration, you give cut money. You want makan, you give cut money. So this is what is rampant, Riju Dutta. But this was supposed to be corrupt. This was supposed to be nipped in the bud. That was one of the post-poll promises and hard action that was supposed to be taken.
Anand, good evening, and yes, season's greetings to you and Happy New Year in advance to everybody here. But I've been hearing about the state's economy from the other panelists here, and let me tell you that Trinamool Congress run Bengal is the third best performing state in the country. I am not saying it's central government data. We are the third best GDP in the country. I am not saying central government data. And we are the second best state in the repayment of debt in the entire country. Again, I am not saying central government data. So Bengal is doing well. Trinamool Congress is for the people, by the people, and we work for the people, and that is why for the third consecutive term, after the Prime Minister, Home Minister and all the MPs campaigned in Bengal, we came back with a thumping victory. So people still believe us. Now we come to the topic of corruption. Anand, you mentioned some names. Now let me not go into whataboutery and quote some names. Now, first name is Bidhu Bhushan Pramanik. Do you know who he is? His name is one of those names which has been deleted from the Awas Yojana because he is the father of the Deputy Home Minister of India, Mr. Nishit Pramanik. Okay? And I'm quoting names here. Second name is Sushant Sheet. You know who that is? That is the Panchayat Pradhan of Bakura block number 1 of BJP. And I can quote you 15 other names. See, it is not about Trinamool BJP. We are very strict on the list of beneficiaries for the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. It is being done under the surveillance of the Chief Secretary, which is ordered by the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Anybody who will who will try to obstruct this survey or try to create a discrepancy or try to get their people added advantage will be treated with the strictest arm of the law, irrespective of political affiliation. And I'm saying this on record. Anybody found to be in this corruption will face the strictest arm of the law.
But how did they become? You said 15 names of the BJP you can count. Out of 17 lakh, how many Trinamool Congress names are there? Have you been able to count that? And will you come back and will you put out a white paper on that, sir? Because that is also something which you should do conscientiously. The other thing, now we have some more names. Sandeep Bhunia, a veterinary doctor employed with Animal Resources Development, Government of Bengal, while conducting a survey to select beneficiaries for Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, was caught red-handed asking for bribe to enlist names in the list of beneficiaries. Okay, again. Miscreants attacked an Anganwadi worker Sampa Bose Majumder at the Anganwadi Center in Barmajur, Gram Panchayat Sandesh Khali 2 Block North 24 Parganas District for her survey report on Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. The CDPO complains to the BDO and later withdraws due to pressure. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, another aspect. Barmajur Gram Pradhan Haji Siddiq Molla ordered his henchmen to beat up and molest Anganwadi worker. She had to be admitted to the hospital. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana scheme. Once again, one more story. Plenty of such plenty of such instances of ordinary people. Now, let's have a look at the numbers. Priyanka Tibrewal, before I come across to this, have a look at these numbers, district by district, ladies and gentlemen. How many percentage of names that have been deleted district by district? Now, what had happened 2018, 56 lakh names were included in this allotment list. The target was 34 lakh 88,000 homes. Plus homes by 2026. 17 lakh backdoor entries have been deleted after verification, is what they are saying. Look at the numbers where have been there. 44% names have been deleted from North Dinajpur. 42% names have been deleted from South Dinajpur. 42% from Jhargram, 38% from Murshidabad. Oh, it doesn't stop with 4 districts. 4 more districts. Birbhum, 38%, North 24 Parganas, 34%, East Medinipur, 38%, Howrah, 32%. 4 more districts. Alipurduar 29%, Jalpaiguri 27%, West Medinipur 29%, Hooghly 27.5%. 12 district ho gaya. Now 16 districts, 4 more. Malda 27%, Purulia 22%, Siliguri 26%, East Burdwan 22%. Now 4 more. 20 districts we are naming, ladies and gentlemen. Bankura 20%, West Burdwan 18.5%, Nodia 20%, South 24 Parganas 15%. So 20 districts and the average is at least 30%. The high of 44 to 48%, 44% and a low of at least 18%, ladies and gentlemen, across 20 districts of Bengal. That's the percentage of deletion that has happened. Priyanka Tibrewal, of this 17 lakh, 15 names are of BJP. One includes Nishit Pramanik's father's name.
Well, I would say for those 15 names that you need to do exactly what you will do with the 17 lakh people if their names are there in the list. Do the same with them. But my question here is, nor am I astounded or shocked, nor aghast. Because Mr. Riju Dutta now today tells you that because they have come in the government 3 times, so they have the rights to do this corruption. And we are not shocked at all because corruption runs in the veins of TMC instead of blood. This is what runs. You see, this scheme was launched in the year 2015. Mr. Riju Dutta, just before the Panchayat elections and 2024 election. Now today, they are trying to show that how diligently the government is working. And there are 17 lakh names which have been struck off. Now tell me, from 2015 till 2023, what was this government doing? A government which came 3 times. That is what he has mentioned. In this scheme, under this scheme, any individual who owns any kind of property in the country, anywhere, is not supposed to be enlisted in this list or category. Then from where these 17 lakh came? Because as I said, from the very low ground level, that is the TMC Panchayat Pradhans. They are the people who are looked in corruption, and that is the reason we find all this. This scheme is only to provide to more than 200 crore houses to people who are under the MIG scheme or the lower incomes or the weaker section, economically weaker sections. But here TMC, with all irregularities in the list we see, they have given and allotted the names of those people who have paid money, either money or those who have allegiance to TMC. Only they will be given each and every benefit or of any scheme, whether it is central, whether it is state. So now this is clear that this is what is happening in Bengal.
So it is rampant corruption. Riju Dutta wants to respond. Yes, Riju Dutta, and then I'll go across to Kabir Shankar Bose. Yeah.
Thank you, Anand. Thank you. See, you have counted the percentages, and I am saying this on your channel on record. If needs be, you said the average is 30 to 44%, right? If needs be, we will get the deletion percentage up to 60%. But we will make sure there is not one instance of corruption, and we will make sure that the right person gets the benefit of this yojana. Why there was a delay? I did not come in.
Mr. Anand.
Anand,
Priyanka ji, let him complete. Give him 30 seconds to. Priyanka ji, give him 30 seconds to complete and then rebut, please. आप दोनों करिए argue, but hear the other person out. Give them 30 seconds to complete. Yes, Riju Dutta. Yeah.
Thank you, Anand. Yes. So, like I said, we will take the percentage up to 60%, but we'll make sure there is no corruption and people get their right due. Number 1. Number 2, in Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, why there was a delay? Because central funds have been blocked. The central government acts like a stepmother for Bengal. Our 100 days Manrega funds
30 seconds over. So no, but Riju Dutta, see, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. Here is where. 1 minute, Priyanka ji. 1 sec. I'm just saying that the center stopped the funds on December 2021, citing irregularities. And now also in November 2022, when they released 13,000 crore or approved 13,000 crore for completion of this, they said subject to completion of 14 conditions that this money will be released. Because there was Aji-Baji. Manrega, Bengal may have been awarded by the centre, but it is Bengal and it is the same centre which is also flagged off that 4 lakh job cards are farji in Manrega. This was alleged and put out by Mr. Suvendu Adhikari just last week. But Priyanka Tibrewal wanted to respond. Priyanka Tibrewal respond. I'll come back.
That is what I'm saying. They are not doodh ka dhula. When the centre stopped giving funds, that is why all this correction process is going on. And they have not pointed out. This is the centre who has pointed out that there are irregularities. Now, why only today? They have so many schemes. Didi ke bolo, chalo gram mein jai. So now when there is panchayat election, now they are trying to show that see, they have said by themselves, those who were corrupted are going to the jail. Who are they? They were your TMC ministers. Who are the others who are going in queue? They are also your TMC ministers. So what is right and what is wrong? Entire TMC is corrupted. You can't show that Mamata Banerjee has a clean face. It is the entire party who is looked in corruption.
Right. Okay. The two spokespersons, please yield. Kabir Bose has not yet spoken. We are 18 minutes into the debate. Yes, Kabir Bose. Thank you for your patience. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Anand, thanks. Anand, while you were giving your narration, you mentioned something. The TMC's post-poll promise was that, the poor will get their rights. But what we saw after post-poll, and every citizen of West Bengal saw, was murders, rapes, and a 5-judge bench of the High Court came down heavily, scathingly on the state government and ordered a CBI investigation. That is what remains of post-poll promises. Now, Anand, sometimes I feel the C in the TMC lies for cut money and corruption. We have seen this corruption during the time of Amphan when the natural calamity came. The funds released by the centre also reached TMC officials, it reached their bank balances, it reached their bank accounts. In Chanditala Vidhan Sabha, I clearly remember there was one incident which falls under Sirampur Lok Sabha that the funds had reached the bank account of the wife of the Panchayat Pradhan. This is the level of corruption. Now we have seen this massive SSC scam which is now being investigated on High Court orders by a central agency, where we are seeing that ineligible candidates have got jobs. I mean, we are seeing this level of corruption, cut money and scams at every sphere of life in West Bengal. And now we have this situation, a scheme where the deserving are entitled to homes, accommodation. It's a benevolent scheme for the poor, and where we've seen that people who are not eligible, people who live in large houses, people who are related to the TMC, and like Priyanka said, I completely support her. It is because the centre has released funds with riders, all this deletion exercise is being undertaken. Otherwise, this would all be a whitewash.
But
and
on
all
ground,
the benefits,
please,
all the money
there are viewers who are alleging.
There
are viewers who are making the allegation that on ground this is being pushed as a state-driven scheme. It is being told on ground that the state is actually making these houses. It's not being touted as a Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana or a centre-driven scheme. Is that true or false, Kabir Bose? Because you have to tell me whether this is happening on ground between you and Abhijit Majumder. You got to back what one of the viewers has just put out, saying that this is what is happening on ground. Kabir Bose.
You mean the state is claiming that this project is actually theirs?
Yes.
The state is claiming this project is there. The chief secretary is monitoring the entire collection of names, and the state is claiming is theirs. And whereas actually the funds are coming from under the PM scheme. Isn't this just hoodwinking the people?
No. This is the allegation which has been made. This is an allegation which is being made. So I am asking you, Kabir Bose, and also Abhijit Majumder to corroborate whether central schemes are being pawned or being touted on ground as if it is the Trinamool and Mamta Didi who is making the homes for these people. Is that true or false, Abhijit Majumder?
Oh, we see this all the time. We see this all the time. Complete hijacking of central schemes. And only when there's an audit, they come around and they do these revisions. But there is complete hijacking. When there is a benevolent scheme, they would hijack it and they would claim it as theirs. I'll let my co-guest respond, Abhijit, on that.
Yes, Abhijit.
Yeah, no, Kabir. I think Kabir would be in a better position to talk on this because I don't live in. I don't live in Bengal, but this has been out in the news for a long time. That this has been the.
Well, this has been the practice here in West Bengal, Anand.
Can I
All
come
the
in on
names,
the
all
Riju
the
Dutta, I'll give you your time to rebut. I'll give you your time to rebut.
Absolutely, this is a fact. There's hijacking of the Prime Minister's schemes.
Have been changed.
Names of
Yeah,
schemes
this
have
has
been
been a
changed.
point of huge showdown.
One second, Riju Dutta. Let them all speak, and then I'll give you your time to rebut. I assure you that. Yes, Abhijit Majumder. The other aspect, this cut money syndrome, is it at the higher levels of the Bengal administration or is it at the lower level? Because largely most of the reports that I've read, the accounts that have come, they've all come at the gram level, the panchayat level, local Trinamool Congress leaders hoodwinking, local Bahubalis muscling people and saying this is the money that you have to give me if you want this. And the numbers are fixed. If it is toilet, it is 2,000 rupees. If it is cremation, it is 1,200 rupees. If it is house, 2.5 lakh rupees ka 10%, 20,000 rupees. Is this what has happened?
No. All rivers, streams, rivulets flow into the sea, Anand. Come on. Abhishek Banerjee is under investigation. Partho Chatterjee, you have seen, and there are other ministers. Madan Mitra spent a bit of
Priyanka ji,
time
coming
in
to you.
jail.
Can I speak now?
One second, Riju Dutta. Please, I'll come to you. I'll allow. If everybody speaks over everybody, it's not going to happen. Riju Dutta, I will give you your time to rebut. I assure you that. We will not wind up the debate before that. Priyanka ji, please wait. Yes, let Abhijit complete, then play, you make, and then Riju Dutta. One after the other.
How can this level of corruption happen without this thing without some kind of a buy-in? And it is not now. It's not in the level of innuendo. It is crores are coming out of empty flats, man, of TMC ministers. अब इससे ज्यादा क्या हायर लेवल हो सकता है बताइए आप?
Yes.
Okay. Let Riju Dutta respond and then Priyanka ji. Yes, Riju Dutta.
Now give me the courtesy of time after 15 minutes of TMC bashing is over. Then give me the courtesy of time.
You'll get uninterrupted 2 minutes. I have only 3 minutes on the show, so 2 minutes I'll give you.
Thank you. You said 4 lakh job cards, and I'm giving you statistics to all your panels. You know how many job cards have been deleted? Fake job cards have been recovered in Uttar Pradesh, 80 lakhs. Madhya Pradesh, 79 lakhs. Karnataka, 59 lakhs. Gujarat, Sada, please.
Wait. Let him say. Let him speak.
Gujarat, 35 lakhs. Okay, so these are BJP run states. You said, Priyanka Tibrewal said that TMC is a party of chores. The biggest chore who's mentioned in the ED CBI charge sheet who has been seen taking money on TV is Priyanka Tibrewal's boss now, Suvendu Adhikari. Now, last, all these people who are giving dialogues here on this TV, I want to ask them.
Priyanka ji, let him speak. Please don't heckle him. Please don't. Let him speak and then you please.
Okay, I will not let us speak.
No.
Now, my last
stepping
point
in.
is,
I'm
when
stepping
you
in.
people are talking about who come to your panel without doing their homework, without being prepared, with big names under their name, do they know in Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, 50% contribution is by the state government? 50% of...
Listen, I am telling you that November 2022, the state government, the West Bengal government had instructed the district authorities to reprint all the signboards because the name of the central scheme was here.
One second. If it is not the Pradhan Mantri's pocket money, it is also not Mamata Banerjee's pocket money. All this money, one minute. All this money comes from the taxpayer. No, sir, it is not the name of one particular individual. The scheme is something which is started by the center. So it is a Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, irrespective of who is the Pradhan Mantri. Tomorrow, if a Mamata Banerjee or somebody else becomes Pradhan Mantri, it will still be Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana because the Awas Yojana is started by the center. Sir, the money, if it is coming... No, 1 minute. The center's contribution to the state is for a scheme which is a central scheme. The state also contributes. It's nobody's share. Nobody needs to appropriate. But the fact is the right people should get the homes. Priyanka Tibrewal respond. 1 minute. Now let Priyanka Tibrewal respond.
He just said he doesn't know anything. Now there's no point having because all the chores are going to jail and that is what is burning them. 26th of November, this year, 26th of November, the state government, Mamata Banerjee government, she instructed the district authorities that please reprint all the signboards.
Now, Riju Dutta, you've heckled her as much as she heckled you. Please yield.
200 crore. No. She said you will
Please
not
yield.
give
Please yield. She
1,200
yielded. You also please yield. She yielded. You also please yield. I allowed you to heckle her to an extent, but please now don't. Please now don't. Please now don't. I request you.
You are presently
Let her complete.
in the jail, and Mr. Dutta supports these thieves and robbers. That is why he is yelling.
Absolute liars.
This is what happens
Listen.
when you are in a party of chiefs. When you are in a party of chores and robbers, this is what happens. That you just
One minute. The simple point. No, I'll tell you what.
All chores are in the jail.
Who is now Priyanka Tibrewal and Riju Dutta? Who's a party of chores? Who's a party of thieves? These are all allegations you as political voices are making on a platform. But the larger question is who made the promise of zero corruption and for allowing welfare to reach to the lowest corners? You can go about whataboutery, what is happening in other states. If there is corruption in other states, if these lists are being deleted, there is also a certain level of deletion. Credit goes to the Trinamool as much as credit goes to any other political party in any other state that these fuzzy names have been deleted. But the larger question in Bengal is that cut money as a syndrome, corruption at the grassroots level, this cut-off that has been there since 2015, 2016. Various issues, various times this has come to the fore. Intimidating the lowest common denominator into silence and denying them their rights is something which is wrong, sir. Which is wrong. Kabir Bose, final word. 30 seconds, Kabir Bose.
Anand, very high Trinamool functionaries, including cabinet ministers, are now incarcerated. Definitely cut money syndrome, definitely corruption, and that is why the law is catching up with them. It's absolutely clear. Riju, please don't interrupt and please don't scream. This is a national TV. Your screaming will not, erase the corruption that your party is facing. The fact is, your ministers are incarcerated and the law of the land will catch up with every single corrupt person that is there in Bengal. This is a promise which even the central government has made, and they will see through this. You can scream as much as you want, Riju, but the fact is corruption lies, corruption is there, and the C in the TMC stands for cut money and corruption.
How dare you say that?
No, my point is, are you sitting here on national television and brazenly trying to intimidate another person who's speaking? Another person. I was not the one speaking right now. It was Kabir Bose who was speaking. Sir. No, sir, there is no need to apologize. Since 2018, these reports have come. We have continuously done these stories. Continuous stories have come. It is because these stories came into the media that the promise was made by the Trinamool Congress and by Ms. Mamata Banerjee that cut money will be cut. There will be no cut money taken and grassroots level corruption will be nipped in the bud. This is the promise she made after she got that whopping mandate from the people of Bengal. Today, the people of Bengal are turning around and saying that houses that should be made for us, we should be the beneficiaries. Why is somebody else the beneficiary and why are our names not there in the list? It's the people of Bengal who are asking the government, and the government is answerable to the very same people. You can get into whataboutery, you can get into intimidation, you can get into name calling, but the reality is the people of Bengal are asking questions which you need to provide answers to. You can't just resort to name calling and intimidation just because the questions become inconvenient. We've got to wind up the debate. I thank all our panelists. We're going to take a very, very short break. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, it's a shocking video. It's a shocking video that is coming in from Pakistan, where the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, the Talibanis, are within striking distance of the Pak Parliament. Is Islamabad on high alert, and should this region now be in high alert because Pakistan clearly in a state of flux? The details, the shocking videos when we come back.